gave a presentation, a lesson learned. I thought you did a good job in terms of using different vocal variety as far as your pitch, your pauses, hush tones. Then you would, to emphasize a point, I noticed, and I didn't write down, I apologize, but I noticed that you paused and then raised your voice when you were talking about the presentation that you went to in terms of the speakers with his deaf mute parents. The one thing that I noticed in the beginning, you asked a question to Richard, then to me, and then to the audience. I thought that was stretched out a little bit more than it needed to be, because it kind of left me as a member of the audience thinking, okay, well, where's she going with this? You know, hurry up. And maybe it's just maybe an impatient, but it really built the anticipation as far as what is she going to talk about? Hurry up. So I thought maybe just either address the general audience, because everybody, when you ask the question, you could see the look on everyone's faces thinking, okay, when was the time that I was embarrassed by my parents? So I know you got everyone's attention in terms of asking that question. When you jumped into the meat of your speech, the body, when you were talking about, and I forget the gentleman's name, but the speaker with the deaf mute parents. I could totally relate to being put in circumstances where you don't appreciate the value until later. And so I thought that was a good topic for a speech, because we've all been there. And by opening your speech with that question, you put that in our minds and in our thoughts. Now the circumstance was unique to this individual, so that was different. I enjoyed your speech. I enjoyed the way you delivered your speech with enthusiasm. You did a good job with your pauses, your vocal variety, and your pitch.